Hi, my name is Dave. Welcome to my wood shop. Come on in, let me show you what I've done this last year. The barn is 6 years old. It's a 24 by 40 foot two-story pole barn. And since I completed it, I've done a few projects here and there, including the new wooden floor. I put in 2 inches of poly-iso insulation with an Advantech floor. I do have a sports car, so this area is a working area for cars, but it's not a storage area. But there's always a car in here being worked on it during the winter. I just completed this week my new dust collection system. I was fortunate there was a professional woodworker that sold his whole shop off, and I bought his 3 horsepower Reliant dust collector and all the piping. I did use Phil Thien's idea for a top hat, and as you can see, I did not put one on top of a trash can though. I glued a trash can underneath. This is glued to the bottom of the top hat with polyurethane glue, and it empties from the bottom. I've used it a few times already. Before I wanted to talk about whether or not it worked or not, I wanted to try it out. It does work well, and you just have to empty it from the bottom. And if it gets clogged, I can just stick a stick up there, I guess, if something ever got big enough in there. Basically, the system runs off one switch on the beam, and it's up high enough it won't get hit accidentally. And it did come with the oversized Oneida bags. I'm hoping that they won't fill up too much with too much dust. I am a frugal woodworker. However, that does not mean that I'm not afraid to buy things in advance of needing them. My job does take me on the road, and frequently I'll run across a great deal. I have a piece of cherry here. It's a 2-inch, 14-inch wide, almost 9-footer. I just happened to run across it at somebody's yard sale. Couldn't let that go by. So that just went in the back seat of my car and dragged it home. And I've picked up a lot of other woods. I pretty much have all the wood upstairs at the moment, and everything is being stored. I'm hoping to organize upstairs over the next year or so. I'm not in a particular rush to do that. The shop has 3 heaters, all direct vent. I have 2 Empire direct vent space heaters, both propane. One's a mobile home style, and then the conventional. And I also have a pellet stove. It's 60 in the barn now. I shut it off this morning. But that helps keep it fairly warm, and I'm hoping that this winter with the poly-iso in the floor that will increase the temperature. I have the radial arm saw, the table saw, and my drum sander all hooked up already, and I still have to buy a connection for the jointer, which I'll probably use just an inexpensive plastic one, and I'll have to make something out of metal for my parts planer. The shaper, I'm not really sure if that'll be able to pick up that much, and it's a fairly infrequently used tool. The only thing that I have left to do is to build a new router table. I threw away my old one. It was a good practice one, but my plan is to build a new one. I have a fair amount of storage in here now thanks to a used office industrial surplus center. I bought 3 of these metal shelving storage units, and they pretty much have everything in them now. I certainly have been able to put a lot more tools away in there and automotive supplies. And I also got the little glass cabinet. And I even have a little antique section over there with a few old license plates. thank you for coming to my shop. I hope to be able to make another film soon. Thank you. Bye.